TOS Television, your digital-first Pan-African news network. I am Abigail Okwande, and this is Africa Now. At least 16 people were killed in an attack in the Democratic Republic of Congo's conflict-plagued east, believed to be the work of rebels, according to military and local sources. The victims of Monday's attacks, including 2 women, had been taken hostage weeks earlier by members of the Allied Democratic Forces. The ADF is the deadliest of the armed groups operating in the region. The group has been active in the mineral-rich eastern DRC for 30 years. The hostages were knifed to death along a main highway near Idohu in the restive Ituri province. In politics, Tunisia's powerful labor union has urged President Kais Saied to quickly put in place a new government after he ousted the prime minister and halted parliament operations, a move his opponents called a coup. The UGTT union on state television on Tuesday says the cabinet should be small and headed by somebody with experience to be able to face economic and health challenges the country faces. Meanwhile, Egyptian Foreign Minister Samir on Tuesday threw his country's full support behind President Saied. Sudan's transitional cabinet has unanimously approved a bill that would pave way for it to join the International Criminal Court. The decision by the cabinet to join the Rome Statute is a step forward in the long-awaited trial of suspects wanted for war crimes and genocide in the Darfur conflict, including former President Omar al-Bashir. Since August of 2019, Sudan has been led by a transitional civilian-led administration which has vowed to deliver justice to victims of crimes committed in Darfur during Bashir's rule. Still on Sudan, the U.S. Agency for International Development Administrator Samantha Power in Khartoum announced $4.3 million in additional election-related assistance for Sudan as the country continues its transition towards civilian-led democratic rule following the 2019 citizen revolution that overthrew the nearly 30 years dictatorship of former President Omar al-Bashir. The new funds will support improving electoral and political processes for change in Sudan, support the transitional government, political parties, civil society, and media to work towards a peaceful, genuine, and credible election process at the end of Sudan's transitional period. A total of $1.2 million of U.S. aid funding has been committed to the 3-year project to date. The collision of a truck carrying goods and market workers with a passenger bus killed 41 people on Tuesday in Mali. According to state broadcaster ORTM, the truck driver lost control after a tire burst and the vehicle swerved into the path of the bus. Transport Ministry spokesman says a further 33 people were wounded in the collision. This is your digital-first Pan-African news network, TOS Television. You are watching Africa Now. We move to business after the break. So stay tuned.
You won't go shake your body. Instead they make it calm down. Eat the farm say it's happy. You want to grow 6 packs in a day. I beg you not to pass your power. You want to show yourself
Whatever your size, find it with the new Airtel data plans. Dial *141# now to get the plan that suits you. Airtel, the smartphone network.
Welcome back. In business, Algeria's overall hydrocarbon output fell 2% in the first quarter of this year from the same period in 2020, official data showed on Tuesday. The fall resulted mainly from a 6.5% drop in production for crude oil and natural gas, according to figures issued by the National Bureau of Statistics Bureau. But output for liquefied natural gas and oil refined products rose 16.2% and 1% respectively, the figures showed. State energy firm Sonatrach says it will reduce investment spending as the government tries to cope with financial problems caused by low energy export revenues. Uganda's Purchasing Managers Index fell further in July to 34.6 from 34.9 recorded in June and 56.5 registered in May, according to a new bank report on Tuesday. The new reading in the monthly report issued by Stanbic Bank Uganda signaled deterioration of the country's business conditions due to COVID-19 lockdown measures. This is the second successive decline in business conditions since the lockdown was enforced from June 18 up to July 30. The threshold of 50 is a baseline to indicate an increase or decline of business conditions. The Board of Governors of the International Monetary Fund has approved the allocation of $3.35 billion to Nigeria as part of a historic general allocation of special drawing rights of the International Multilateral Institution. This is as a result of the approval of a general allocation of about $456 billion, an equivalent of $650 billion, by the IMF Board of Governors on Monday. The managing director of IMF, Kristiliana Georgieva, in a statement says the SDR allocation will benefit all members, address the long-term global need for reserves, build confidence, and foster the resilience and stability of the global economy. It will particularly help most vulnerable countries struggling to cope with the impact of the COVID-19 crisis, she says. And away from business. After days of a blockade by protesters from the Somali region, a crucial trade route which links landlocked Ethiopia to the seaport of Djibouti has resumed operations. Providing passenger and freight transport since January of 2018, the 752-kilometer Ethiopia-Djibouti railway line was closed after a large number of Afar regional militia crossed borders to Somali and carried out deadly attacks. With a population of over 115 million people, landlocked Ethiopia relies on Djibouti for roughly 95% of its import and export trade. And now to sports. FIFA has banned its former vice president and the ex-president of the Confederation of African Football, Issa Hayatou, for a year. Hayatou, who was Confederation of African Football president for 29 years up until 2017, was banned for a breach of duty of loyalty rules, says FIFA in announcing the ruling of its ethics committee. He was also fined $33,000 and is banned from taking part in any kind of football-related activity at both national and international level for 1 year. And that is Africa Now. For more updates, to visit our website at www.TOSTVNetwork.com. Follow us and like our social media handles on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And remember to subscribe on YouTube to stay with us and enjoy more programs on TOS Television Network. I am Abigail Okwade. Thanks for watching.